Well, good Monday morning to you. Trucker Todd here, and time for a video that I hadn't been real excited about making. I've dealt with this all week long, and so I'm not talking about anybody specifically here. We've got a lot of ground to cover though. Say you start a new company and you realize pretty quickly that you might have made a mistake. You might be at the wrong company. Things aren't just working the way that you thought they should, maybe the way you thought they would. We're going to talk about that in this video. What happens when you make a big mistake? But before we do, I want to keep you from making a big mistake. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Share this video on your social media platforms, and make sure you're still subscribed. Look right below the video, hit subscribe, wait a few seconds, click the bell, select all, and you'll receive notifications when I put out future videos. For other ways you can help the channel, look down in the description below. There's a lot of great information there, including how you can apply at Dart Transit if you're interested. All right, folks, I'm going to cue up the music and then we'll jump right into it. Here we go.
This is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down. Flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round. For my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live. And this is why I do this.
Alrighty, we're back. So, you've been watching all us YouTubers. You found a company you think you're interested in. You do your application. You get to work there, and things aren't as you promised. Now, you guys have been sending me some videos. I saw a guy, a Dart driver, claiming he was making $10,000 a week. I quickly showed the person that sent me this video that he was not. His numbers did not even make sense. But for somebody that doesn't know how to run the numbers, and I'll just give you a brief synopsis of it. Guy claims he's making $10,000 a week. All right, on the program he's on, Dart does a 70-30 split, so his part would be $7,000. Yet he claims that his take home was over $8,000 that week. So, what about fuel? What about truck payment? What about insurance? No way. If his number was correct, he would have made around $4,000, $4,500, something like that. But hang on, I'm going to pause it. And he would have made somewhere around $4,500. So, I don't know why people put those numbers out there. I thought, well, maybe he was talking gross. Well, the problem is he says, coming up, I'm going to start asking $12,000 for that load. Well, first of all, if the $10,000 was his 70%, then it would have had to start at $15,000, because $15,000, 30% of that is roughly $10,000, just slightly over. So for him to say he's going to try to get 12 next time, that nullifies the idea that he had 15 this time. Why would he ask for $3,000 less? But the problem is, if you've never done a lease purchase, if you're not familiar with how the numbers work, you'll hear this guy and go, wow, I want to do that. I want to come to Dart. I want to make that money. That's why, to be honest with you guys, it just started raining. Sorry. Ooh, squirrel. But anyway, that's why I got to show you guys the reports. I don't just rattle off numbers that will get you excited or make you want to come here. I do encourage you guys to put my driver number so I can help y'all out. But it's not, I don't do it in a misleading way to try to rip you guys off or trick you into coming here. And this guy may not be purposefully trying to mislead people. It's very possible he just doesn't know his numbers. I'm meeting a lot of guys out here that just don't know their numbers. Now, let's talk about this. You've gone through orientation. You start. I've had a couple of things go on here. I had two people that worked at their company And like I said, this video is not dart specific. I'm talking about a broad spectrum of people here. And within the first 2 weeks, they're already like, this company sucks. I don't like it here. Well, wait a second. This is just finished being Thanksgiving week. I've told you guys for months, Thanksgiving and Christmas, the rates drop, things slow down, things like that. So you should have expected that. But even if you didn't, in 2 weeks' time, you don't know if it's a good company, bad company, or not. Doesn't matter if we're talking about dart. Doesn't matter if we're talking about somebody else. I remember I did a video about a year ago where I told you guys it usually takes about 90 days for me to know, kind of fall in the groove and know how to be successful at a company. Now, this last time when I come back to dart, I had worked here before. It took me about 30 days to get the rust knocked off and get back in the groove. So for you people to think you can come in here and do 1 or 2 loads or work a week and think that you know everything there is to know, to the point that you can formulate an opinion, is a little bit unrealistic. And you know, I'm amazed by YouTubers that they'll go to orientation at a company and automatically, straight out of orientation, they're recommending the company before they've even pulled a load. And you really got to work somewhere for a while. It's almost like dating a girl or dating a guy, whatever you're into. You don't know on the first date hardly anything about that person. You got to get to know them over time. You got to see them when they're having good times, when they're having bad times, things like that. I've got a few more that they want to be on the OPI board, which is what I'm doing. And I'm going to get clarification today, if I can do a detailed video about that. I was told not to do it right now, and then I've seen a couple of YouTubers doing it. So if I can do a video about what I do, I'll put that out on Friday. But I've got people saying, hey, if I don't get on the OPI board, I'm going to quit. Well, they've got a waiting list. And so if you're not willing to wait 3, 4, 5 months, however long it takes, then you're not committed enough to your business anyway. Good things come to those that wait. And it doesn't matter what you're on. There's people on the OPI board that struggle. There's people on percentage pay that struggle. There's people on mileage pay that struggle. There's people on dedicated accounts that struggle. So instead of spending your days trying to figure out all these trucking companies you can go to, why not spend your time, your free time, trying to figure out how you can be more successful where you're at? I told several of you this week, you're already looking for the exit door before you've even gone through the entrance. What I meant by that was, you're already looking for a way out and you haven't really even got your feet wet yet. You don't even know what you're in yet, if it's good or bad. You guys know that I had one that they were saying, oh, I've had all these problems with the company I met this week, and they're not calling me back, and communication's terrible. I said, yes, communication is terrible. You didn't call me one time. I told you I could help you, and you never called me one time. So you're right, communication was terrible. Now, there's sometimes I won't get involved, and sometimes there will. It depends on the circumstances. But you can't complain communication's bad if you didn't use all the options available to you. And so it's just been a real frustrating week. I don't know why. I'm amazed at how people are willing to start a business, but they're not willing to learn about the business they're getting in. Hey, if you're going to get in trucking, you need to learn about freight lanes. You need to learn about where to go, where not to go, things like that. And if you're not willing to do that, then you don't need to be picking your own freight. You need to be a company driver, or you need to be dispatched. Just like the old country song says, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. It's very true in this situation. Sorry, the rain and the wind is shaking me a little. I've told you what I've done out here. I've shared my successes with you, but I've never told you it was easy. I manage my time very well, and I work very hard. We're going to do an income video right after the first of the year. I want to finish out the year. Why am I doing that then? Am I cherry picking December? No, December's looking like it's going to be a good month. But the reason I'm doing that is I can also give you a total 2021 year final number, and I can tell you December at the same time. So I'm not cherry picking. You guys know November was terrible. I spent 3 weeks of November broke down, and so that's where we're at on that. So be leery of any YouTuber representing any company that won't show you the actual numbers. And that's all I got to say about that. And like I said, I'm going to show mine. It'll be after Christmas sometime, right around the first of the year. I want to finish out December, and then we'll take a look at it. I am going to take time off for Christmas, and so it won't be representative of a whole month, but that way we can look at the whole 2021 year. You guys can see, you know, about my breakdowns and stuff, and you can see what I did for the year and for the month of December. But for today, I want to tell you guys, wherever you go to work, give it 6 months. Give your all for that 6 months. Don't ask every swinging CDL you see out there about the company, because there's a lot of them that want to see you fail. Look, I got family members that still laugh at me because I got a YouTube channel. They think I'm stupid. I've got truck drivers that still laugh at me because I did a lease purchase, and they swear up and down you can't make money doing one, even though I'm making money doing one. So you've got to have thick skin. You've got to have a strong backbone. You can't listen to the naysayers out there that tell you you can't. If I did that, I would have never got to where I'm at now. And I haven't arrived. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be, but I'm certainly on the way. And so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up now. I hope you guys have a great week. My email's down in the description below. Feel free to email me or leave a comment below, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. But for now, that's all. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.